What's happening, y'all? This is Jay. I'm back. Another Out There Bad Minute. I want to talk about something a little bit more serious. That's why I'm up here eating my chips. Because I was pondering on how I was going to do this video. And I decided that I only know one way, and that's just keep it 100 all the way. So, as y'all know, there's been a lot of people with the Me Too movement, Time's Up, a whole bunch of different things, and a whole bunch of women who've come out, and I always hear the same stuff. Why'd they wait so long? Well, they're just trying to get money. They just this, they just that. And it's always some kind of, dismissal of what the woman is saying. Having been a man who's been around a lot of women in my life, not everybody's wrong. And what I mean by that is, some of these women are out trying to get some. But that's the small minority. That's like saying all black people are, or all white people are, or all women are, or all gay folks are. We all know that that's BS. That's not how it goes. So, let me just get on into it. Alright, so I happen to go through all these different news. I've heard about Les Moonves for CBS, and then the 3 baseball players, Hater, and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing that gets me is very few of these people are actually apologizing for real. They're not apologizing for what they said. They're apologizing that they got caught. And you can tell by the wording that's used. If a person uses the words like, I was young and dumb then, and that's their excuse, then they're stupid, and they're lying to you, and they believe it. Because there is no age for hate. Alright? So, most people, I've been around some people who are prejudiced. I've been around some people who are bigoted, and I've definitely been around people who are racist. There is a difference. And I think in all things, we have to be nuanced and understanding that there is a difference. Just because someone says or feels nervous does not always mean it's just because you're black. It could be because they have a bigoted view. Or it could be something else. But anyway, one of the things that I've noticed is when these people got on here and made these comments about racial, sexual, and homosexual bashing comments, we always seem to make an excuse for that guy because he does something that you enjoy and like. And that's where the problem comes in, because we never seem to have a problem when they go in and kill, and the cops kill a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 18-year-old, and 17-year-old. Say, well, they should have known better. So which is it? Should an 18-year-old who can go to war, who can drink in some places, who can buy cigarettes, who can sign contracts? If you can sign a contract, get yourself an apartment and work, and if you commit a crime, go to jail as an adult, I don't want to hear that stuff about I was young and dumb. Yes, I understand people are mature, people are grown, but they're 18, not 8. There's a difference. So, always leads me to the question, who do you blame then? Do you blame the parents? Because I know my mother wouldn't allow me to get away with some of this stuff. Now, yeah, I was young and stupid, young and dumb. That meant I did stupid stuff like go where I wasn't supposed to be, or be out too late because I'm having fun. It wasn't let me go up here and start screaming out hate about people and calling people N-words and stuff like that. That's what, it was never about none of that. Or let me start using the F-word and throwing it around at everybody. That's not what it was. So miss me with all that extra BS about, it was just young and dumb. And that leads us to what's happening with the Me Too and the sexual assault. All these people aren't lying. If there's 1 in 100 people that does lie, that means there's 99 who aren't. And why do we focus so much time trying to force everybody into that 1 instead of paying attention to the 99? So if that's how you sitting up here doing it, and you don't understand that these people are not all lying, and that maybe, just maybe, some of the actions that you do are wrong. You can't be walking up to people and grabbing all on them. And let's be real, women have the power because they deserve the power on that aspect. If they like you, guess what? You can make jokes and stuff like that at work. Y'all are friends, y'all are cool, she likes you. That doesn't mean she gotta sleep with you or you gotta grab on her behind. But there are some women who, because they feel comfortable with you because you're a cool guy, that's fine. That doesn't mean the next woman feels that way. And who are you to determine that everybody should just deal with your advances? Who are you? Ain't nobody. So these are some of the things that I just don't get, and that we'll sit up here and we'll make every excuse as to why we are the way we are, instead of doing something about it. If a person tells you they don't like it, then you change it. All right, just change it. All right, guess what? You got a powerful position. We know women gonna be throwing that stuff at you left and right, and some men will shoot. But that doesn't mean that just because those over there throw it at you, that means all of them throw it at you. That doesn't mean you're entitled to anybody, any one of them. There is no line. Oh, well, I just want to know where the line is. No, you just want to know how far you can go. And that's some BS right there. And you know it. But you try to make every excuse, so therefore you can pacify your own feelings. And then so you try to turn into, well, y'all just trying to bash men and toxic masculinity. No. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right ain't never hurt nobody. So if you know for a fact that you wouldn't like for a man to rub all up on you because you're not gay or whatever else, or just don't want a man rubbing up on you, don't rub up on another person. If you know you wouldn't want that woman who you find repulsive to be all up on you, then you don't be all up on somebody else. Emotions, feelings, these are different things. And it's kind of to kind of get this out there, I mean, emotions are yours. You can control your emotions. Feelings are what happens when somebody else does something to you. So if I hit you, you felt that. All right? If I said something, you felt that. Now, if you bust out crying and want to lash out and act a fool, then you let your emotions win. So you need to be able to control your emotions and stop being sensitive, because we all know that story where the dude walk up, say sexy, say, little mama, let me holler at you real quick. Come here for a second. Oh, no, I got a man. Well, F you then, and all this other kind of stuff. What's the point of that? Is your ego that little? Are you that fragile? Because if you're used to getting it, you know what you do? All right. So if you do that, that means, lets it be known, you're not used to getting nothing. So why don't you go home, stand in the mirror, look at yourself, and do all the stuff and try to learn, oh, I got a big nose, let me get used to that. And maybe, I can make a joke about it. Or do something to become more interesting to women. So therefore you don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff, and you can get you a little something from wherever you want. Or just go buy you some. Stop grabbing these women and doing all this other kind of stuff and then wanting to blame it on, I was young, or I was this, or it's because of my position, or it's because of my power. Nah, it's just because you're damn near a rapist. And we've all done something. Let's not act like any man and anyone, and most women, a lot of women, because there's a whole bunch of women out there, y'all not off the hook, who will sit up there and fun and do stuff and grab and talk a whole lot of mess and noise about other folks. And do stuff too. But just like when we're dealing with the black-white dynamic in the workplace and in different industries, it's the same with the male woman. There are more men in positions of power and more men who can affect the outcome of a woman's livelihood. And that's where the problem comes in. When she can't do her job because every time you walk over there, you sweethearting her and all standing all over her and everything else and trying to put your junk all on her shoulder, then that's a problem. And you know whether or not you've crossed the line or not. You don't have to ask, is there a line, when you sit up there and say, when there's a woman, when the whole thing goes and it's, hey, hey, what's happening, cutie? And you walk on about your day and she's smiling, laughing, you keep on going. But we all know, and I'm going to end on this story here, we all know there is that guy who cannot see himself for who he is. And he hates the fact that other people can come up and talk to you and be all cool with you, but he can't. And that pisses him off and bothers him. So he takes that stuff out on other women. He becomes aggressive. Most of these people were probably people who are not cool in school or not popular, did not develop the right social skills or understand how to help and have fun and just hang out and accept no. I was told at a young age, and even when I go and I give speeches and I do different things, I say the same thing. No is not a bad word. No should be a word that you're happy to use and that you can receive. In sales, you want the first no, because that means if they didn't leave after the no, you have an opportunity to sell them. In life, you want that no, because it helps you refine your game and makes you stronger and better and makes you stronger. And that's what it is. Y'all are so scared of the word no that you just bypass everything and just go straight to the aggressiveness because you watch porn or something, I don't know, and the woman in there is aggressive, likes aggressiveness. They're paid to do that. So, men, stop messing around with these women. People stop making excuses for these men, saying because they were young or because of the culture or because of what happened then or because you listened to a song. And women, stop. Be clear. Sometimes you have to be clear. I know you have to be scared to say something because you don't know what kind of reaction you get. But a lot of reason why people feel emboldened to do what they do is because you allowed them to keep going. And it's not fair because a lot of the stuff that's going on, we put you in a position. You can't go to HR, can't go anywhere else, but y'all need to stick together. And the same way you look at each other and talk about where you get your hair done or whatever else or whatever it is, or how you like somebody's outfit or something and you just met, you need to do that with everything else. Hey, if something go on, come get with me, we'll go together. And then these guys will be stopped. Good day, y'all. Follow me on everything. Like, share, subscribe. You know all of the stuff to do.